Hello everyone! Napag-alaman ko kahapon na meron akong kaibigan na hindi pa nakakapunta ng National Museum of the Philippines. So, shout out dun sa kaibigan ko na yun. Kilala mo sino ka? So, eventually, share ko to sa'yo. Okay, so, na-inspire ako from our talk and I thought, gawa ko ng video, very, very short one. Para dun sa mga hindi pa talaga nakakapunta ng National Museum and National Museum of the Philippines, or hindi pa nakakapunta ng Intramuros, or, minsan pupunta ka ng museum and you really don't know how to approach or how to look at the painting. Not how to look at, but where to start. Kasi everybody can look and can criticize a painting and artwork, anything. It doesn't need, you don't have to be an expert or hindi mo kailangan magkaroon ng master's or degree or whatever para magkaroon ka ng judgment in seeing something very visual. Okay? So this is for you. This is just a jump start. And since National Museum and Galleries Month pala ngayong October, dyan sa Pilipinas, it was given a presidential decree in 1991 ng October ay for museums and galleries. So, it's also very timely. Ang aking background pala ay National Museum of the Philippines. I miss everybody there. Please try to visit the museum, but of course in COVID restrictions, within COVID restrictions. Okay, game. So, pinili ko yung, alam niyo na, yung I think, isa sa pinakasikat na painting, Filipino painting na makikita mo sa National Museum. And yun ay ang Spoliarium. Spoliarium. Okay? Kasi kahit ako kakamali before, I always call it Spoliarium. To start, I'm just gonna share my screen. Sandali ha, share ko lang. Tama ba to? Baka kung ano yung ma-share ko. Okay, ayan. Sana nakikita nyo ang nakikita ko para malinaw. Okay. So for today, there are only 3 things na I hope you can remember when you go and visit the Spoliarium at the National Museum of the Philippines. Last time, naggawa ko ng video to guide those who are not very familiar, to guide those people paano mag-start tignan ng isang artwork. So you can look at it from the physical side aspect of it, and then you can go ahead with your own interpretation. So you have the objective, which everything that you see, the size, the color, etc. And then go to the emotions, to how it makes you feel, yun naman yung subjective side. So it's pretty much the same. And there are 3 things I want you to focus on: the scale, the color, and the expressions and emotions. To give you an idea kung gaano kalaki itong Spoliarium, here you go. Yeah. So this is a guy, average guy, siguro mga 5'6" or 5'7" height, si kuya. And meron siyang picture dyan. Binlock ko na lang siya kasi hindi ko makita kung inopen ko yung link Twitter, tapos wala na siyang post. So, hindi ko siya makredit. And very important ang crediting. Kailangan tayo nag-credit sa mga tao na nagmamay-ari ng mga bagay-bagay. Okay? Oh my gosh, salamat sa picture na to. Nakuha ko lang sa Google. So yeah, ganyan kalaki ang Spoliarium. It's 5 by 7 meters height and wide. It's pretty big. Why is it big? And pagpunta mo ng National Museum, siya yung una mo makikita. Why? Because this is a very important national treasure. Maraming message yung Spoliarium. Marami na rin siyang interpretation. There are many people who try to interpret it in their own way, an academic way, and In, yeah. So, pero ang pinaka-message na sikat about Spoliario is it reflects the struggles of the Filipinos at that time. So it's really a tough call for nationalism nung time na yon. And minsan, and actually even ngayon, pwede mo pa rin siyang i-adapt. Okay. So ngayon, puntahan natin yung colors and our konting backstory na lang. Okay. The Spoliarium was painted by Juan Luna in 1884, nung 24 years old pa lang siya. This is according to our sources. And again, our sources, ilalagay natin sa description ng YouTube so that you can go and dig and read if you want to read further. Nanalo to ng first gold medal sa Exposition Nacional de Bellas Artes. Okay? Isa siyang painting event competition. And it won. Ginawa to ni Juan Luna for about 8 months, sabi din sa research natin. And isa to sa mga nagpapatunay, isa to sa crowning glory nila Juan Luna when they were in Europe. Kasama niya sina Rizal, sina Hidalgo at that time. And isa to sa pride nila, telling the world that silang mga Indio ay kaya makipagsabayan sa mga counterpart nila. Hindi ko alam bakit ako dun sa pader tumitingin, dapat dito sa camera. Na silang mga Indio ay kayang makipagsabayan sa mga banyaga or sa mga foreigners. And nung nanalo si Juan Luna for the Spoliarium, lalo pang na-cement yung idea niya. Okay, so that's the backstory. Now, so far, it is the largest painting in the Philippines. Sabi sa research natin. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. If anybody of you knows a bit more about this, let me know or put it down or ko alam, hindi mo na ako vlogger, pero if you want to correct me, just go ahead and correct me. Kasi nag-research lang ako, okay? And ang story nito, the setting, if you're going to look at it, is mas malaki, is the setting of a spoliarium. A spoliarium is parang morgue ng Colosseum, Roman Colosseum. At that time, sport kasi ang paglalaban ng mga gladiators. Those guys that you can see, now we're going to the second point, the color. The color of a painting usually tells you where to look at. Okay? Kung yung minsan there are colors na mas bright than any other parts of the painting, and that means the artist is trying to tell you that this is what I want to show dominantly. So, ang makikita mo sa Spoliarium is yung red. You know, when you step back a little, ang unang magsa-strike sa'yo, if you know where to look at, is the red clothes ng mga guards ng Roman Colosseum. Tumitingin na naman ako sa pader, wala namang meron sa pader. And yung mga dinadrag nila are fallen gladiators. Gladiators are gladiators are fighting in the Colosseum for sport. They're killing each other for sport. Okay? So sila yung mga natalo na. And yeah, yun. Then, another color strike is the opposite. You know, you got here a lot of warm things. Pagdating dito sa dulo, you can see blue. Ang sabi dun sa mga critics and sa mga interpretation, this woman symbolizes the mother country, which is the Philippines. Kasi yun ang nilalaman ng Spoliarium, the fallen gladiators represents the Filipinos who had fallen, okay? Who had suffered, who had died, who had struggled under its oppressors. Whatever kind of oppressors yan sa America. Colonizers as oppressors that time. Ang oppressors are colonizers. And eventually, um, ang naging oppressor na natin is mga issues in our society. So, it's like that. So, ito yung mga Filipino being dragged after having a very hard fight. And they're being dragged to the Spoliarium, which is tambakan ng mga patay. Kung saan morgue ng mga namatay sa sport into the battle. And here is the mother country crying for the Filipino people. On the other side naman, I want to point your attention. Ay, dito nga ako. On this side naman, alam mo pag, ayoko ng black. Gusto ko red. Kapag pumunta ka ng National Museum, mas makikita mo ito ng clear. Kasi yung image ko dito, medyo hindi siya high-res. And wala akong source. So, I want you to focus. Pag nakita niyo to, doon, in person, sabi nila, the faces looks like as if they're very eager and they're very happy, they're very excited. These are Roman spectators or siguro I'm guessing Roman spectators kasi at that time sa Romans, if hindi ka Roman citizen, hindi ka participate well enough dun sa mga community events nila. Kasi they're very particular na you have to be born Roman at that time. Okay? So I'm guessing they're Roman spectators and they're very excited about the gladiators. Why? Kasi they also believe in the gladiator blood has power. No? Meron silang, asan ba yun? Meron silang healing properties. So, kung may yung mga namatay na gladiator, hinihintay nila yung blood mo. That's one critic that we know of. And, yun. So, that's the third one, actually, expressions ng mukha. So, you can learn more and find out a little bit more doon about this kapag pumunta ka doon kasi sobrang makikita mo pa yung other details, anong itsura nila, how does it feel standing in front of it. That's why you have to visit the National Museum of the Philippines. Okay. So again, yan, the scale, it's big, it's important, it's placed at the very first gallery, ground floor of the National Museum because it's an important national treasure for us. And secondly, the colors gives you the striking red and warm in the middle. And the mother country, the representation of the mother country, always weeping para sa kanyang mga anak, kanyang mga Filipino people. And the spectators who are very excited about the fallen gladiators. So, may mga not really tao, but probably if you are going to bring this in the modern context, may mga taong nahihirapan, umaabuso, at pag merong nasasaktan para doon sa inaabuso, and meron ding mga taong natutuwa or they're benefiting from the fact na merong naaabuso or merong nasasaktan. Lastly, I want to end it with what Jose Rizal said about the Spoliarium. In his own words, he said, Spoliario was a symbol of our social, moral, political life. Humanity unredeemed, reason, aspiration, in open fight with prejudice, fanaticism, and injustice. That's all. And yeah, please go visit it, experience it yourself. Thank you.